Let's welcome everybody to yet again another exciting edition of the Madiba Official Show with me, the Madiba Official. Please, if you are yet to subscribe to this channel, kindly do us a favor by clicking on that subscribe button just below the screen, and also make sure that you turn the bell so whenever we upload a new content, you'll be notified as soon as possible. It's time for us to look at the trending news in the Ghana Premier League and Ghana football in totality. We start today's show from the camp of the darling boy of Ghana, that is Kudus Mohammed. Report reaching out over here on the Madiba Official channel is that Kudus Mohammed has been targeted by Manchester United's coach, that is Eric Ten Hag. Don't forget that Kudus played under Ten Hag last season. And report that we are gathering over here from almost all the tabloids in the United Kingdom is that Kudus Mohammed is a player that Eric Ten Hag has spotted to make sure that he can beef up the squad going forward next season. And looking at the versatility of Kudus Mohammed, he can be the boy or the man to do the job for Manchester United next season. Move on into the camp of the Porcupine Warriors at Man Utd Kotoko, and their coach said Zerbo, after Kotoko lost against Aduana Stars, made a statement about the officiating in the Ghana Premier League. And according to him, the reason why Kotoko lost the game against Aduana Stars was because of the officiating, and that the officiating wasn't good. That is why Kotoko lost the game against Aduana Stars. And now report that we are gathering over here is that the ethics committee of the Ghana Football Association will be inviting Zerbo, the coach of Kotoko, for questioning, for him to come and answer some questions regarding those comments that he made after the game. So on the comment that the coach of Kotoko made after their defeat against Aduana Stars, and the CEO of Aduana Stars, that is Techi Ahin, popularly known as Tender, has come out to hit back on Kotoko's coach. And according to him, it's because of the poor performance of the Kotoko team, or performance of the Kotoko team, that's why the coach is trying to apportion the blame into the doorstep of Aduana Stars and officiating officials. Kurt Edwin Simon Okreku is the president of the Ghana Football Association. According to the Kurt, if the clubs is to continue winning and making sure that they will channel out results and employing good coaches into their various clubs, that will also be a recipe to bring the supporters back into the various stadiums. And according to him, the reason why the supporters are not coming into the various stadiums because of the poor performances of the various clubs and the players, and also how poor the coaches has been this season. And if the coach has to start performing and the players also to perform, the supporters will start trooping into the various stadia. Jordan Opoku, popularly known as Agotapori or Luka Modric, is a former player for Bechem Chelsea, former player for Asante Kotoko. According to Jordan Opoku, the Kotoko players should start being serious and not concentrating on whatever that is happening outside the field of play. According to him, the current crop of Kotoko players are not serious. That is why the results aren't going on well for the club. They have to make sure that they up their game so they can merit to wear the jersey of Asante Kotoko. Still in the camp of the Porcupine Warriors, Asante Kotoko, and one of their former players, Osei Kwame. For him, he thinks as most clubs are progressing, Kotoko is retrogressing. He compares Kotoko to the likes of Nadi El Ali, Etoile du Sahel, and a host of other clubs in Africa. According to him, Kotoko can be compared to all these clubs. But now, if you look at how those clubs are or where they are, and you look at Kotoko, then for him, all that he can do is just weep for the club, because he thinks the club could have done better in terms of infrastructure and everything. Now that the club is going to set up an academy of their own, they cannot hire a hotel or a house for them. So they have to start make sure that they will take their infrastructure development very seriously. Still, move on into other news, and Kasim Adams is a player for Accra Great Olympics. God willing, tomorrow, that is the first day of March 2023, Haverford will play against Accra Great Olympics in the GA Manchester Derby. And according to Kasim Adams, although Haverford is a big club, but they, Accra Great Olympics, are not afraid of Haverford, and that this is a game that they are going in to win. And don't forget, the last 5 meetings between Haverford and Olympics has been Olympics 3, Haverford 0, and 2 drawn games. So if Kasim Adams is saying they will beat Haverford, it's something that they've been doing. So for me, I'm not surprised that Kasim Adams have the gut to say so, because that's what they've been doing. Haverford, as a matter of fact, last season they won both legs in the Ghana Premier League against Hearts of Oak. Let's move on. So in the camp of Haverford, and Kotoko, former player for Haverford, played in Egypt, and according to him, when he went outside his country, a reason why he was able to even get that transfer was the fact that he reduced his age to 21 years, and because of his diminutive structure, when he was transferred to Egypt, the coach decided to make him train with the youth team of the club, because they thought he was a youngster, and that's what destroyed his career in Egypt. If not for the fact that he reduced his age and they made him to train with the junior team, and he was able to get the opportunity to play with the senior team, maybe his career could have been better than how it became, because of the age cheating that he involved himself in. According to Kudus Mohammed, who is the chairman for GACA, that's the Ghana League Clubs Association of Ghana, the Independence Cup, or the President Cup, that will be played on Sunday, the 5th day of March 2023, is a precursor for the Independence Day celebration, and they chose both Haverford and Kotoko, and they have all accepted to play in that cup. And the league match that the two clubs will be playing this weekend will serve as the President Cup. So if the game is to end in a draw game, it means the game will go straight away into a penalty shootout, and because it's a league game, all the clubs will be having a point in their bag, and if there's a winner in the 90 minutes, it means that club will be given the President's Cup. So according to Kudus Mohammed, the clubs have already agreed, and they'll be given 50,000 Ghana cedis each. Also, the winner will be taking home 50,000 cedis, and the loser will be taking home 30,000 Ghana cedis. Let's move on into the Fan Fest that will be having, God willing, tomorrow, the 1st day of March 2023, at the Accra Baba Yara Sports Stadium. And the performing artists that we are gathering over here on the Madiba official channel is that they will be Strongman, Penna, and then African Child, the Kumo hit maker. So according to the report that we are gathering, the two artists that will be performing in the Fan Fest for Kotoko before their game against Bechem United will be Strongman Penna and African Child, the Kumo hit maker. Kotoko will be playing against Bechem United in the Ghana Premier League, and according to the coach for Bechem United, Kasim Mendoz, he and his players are not preparing anything special for this game. According to him, playing Kotoko is nothing special because there's something that they've been doing, and if they are to get themselves involved in, let's say, any special training, it will put more pressure on the shoulders of their boys, and for him, that's something that he doesn't want to do. So there's no special training before this game, and they will give Kotoko a run for their money. Prosper there is the operations manager for Bechem United. According to him, what Kotoko are planning to do tomorrow, that's bringing in handkerchiefs and what have you to wave whenever they score a goal. For him, the handkerchiefs will be remaining in their pockets, and that nothing will happen. Kotoko cannot win them. They will be the ones to end up as the victors on that day. So tomorrow, Bechem United will be coming to the Kumasi Baba Yara Sports Stadium to make sure that they get all the 3 maximum points at stake. Prosper Harrison Addo is the General Secretary of the Ghana Football Association. According to him, anything that happens to any club in the Ghana Premier League, and the club will start to apportion the blame on the doorstep of the Ghana Football Association. If the club loses a game, it's the FA. If a club cannot sign a player, it's the FA. Even if somebody cannot have his way with the white, it's the FA. According to the clubs, to start doing things right and stop apportioning the blames on the doorsteps of the Ghana Football Association. Nana Yaw Amponsah is the Chief Executive Officer of Asante Kotoko, the defending champion of the Ghana Premier League and the record winners of the Ghana Premier League. According to him, yesterday after Kotoko finished with their training at the Dokojachi training complex, he asked the players what the problem is, and most of the players couldn't talk as to why their performances are not getting good results in the Ghana Premier League. So after he couldn't get words out of the players, he called the players leadership led by Richie Bodu Agadas and told them that they have to start winning, because they also make sure that they will provide each and everything that the club needs and the players also needs. So they have to start making sure that they win their matches, and so they can be able to climb up the ladder of the Ghana Premier League. We move on into the national chairman of Kotoko supporters, and that is Christopher Demenya. According to Christopher Demenya, if the club was to be getting in a region of 15,000 spectators in each and every game that they were playing at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium, he himself would have put in pressure on the club not to sell their key players. But according to him, looking at the number of spectators that appear day in, day out at in the Baba Yara Sports Stadium, and you look at the amount that the club spends on the players' salaries, then he cannot talk, because they have to sell for them to be able to run the club. And so the supporters have to make sure they start trooping in their numbers into the stadium to watch the game when they are playing at the Bayara Sports Stadium, so they can use that one to negotiate with the CEO not to sell their key players outside this country. This where time permit us for today's version of the Madiba official show. Let us know your thoughts on the stories so far. Thank you, and may the Lord Almighty be with us all. Bye bye.